Hello everyone, welcome to Creative Learner and my name is Teza. Creative Learner is a great place to learn tips and tricks for Photoshop, Illustrator, After Effects, and many tutorials are coming. Please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook page as well so that you will be notified when we upload a new tutorial. So in this tutorial, in this video, we are going to learn how to create, the matrix text generator effects in After Effects. We have a different technique and tutorial in YouTube. But I want to show you that simple way, and also that will be like when you change a color or background, when you want to play with the color theme, so that will be much easier. So let's take a look what we are going to create today. So as you can see that we will be using the simple text animator, and then after that I will be using the gradient like coloring over it. So that will be just a simple thing. So let's get into After Effects and let's get started. Okay, in After Effects, what we will do, the first thing is taking a new composition. So click on the new, create a new comp. So name it as a text generator. So that will be text and then generator. So we will have this text on it, and then after that it depends on you, so whatever size you want, put it there, and then I will keep it as a 5 seconds, and then you can click OK. So we have this new composition is created. So the second thing what we need to do is adding a text. So we have a different ways to do it, but I will use the simple way. So we will use the vertical type tool. So we have this vertical type tool here. So I will just use that and then click anywhere, so that will be cursor will appear. So when you have the cursor, so you can start typing it. So actual thing is they are using the Japanese font, but I will be showing in English font only, because I can find the font, or maybe you can find the font, you can play around with it. So the first thing, I will start with the alphabet. So whatever alphabet, you can type it anywhere. So after that I will key in like a numeric thing, so that we have some coding thing. So after that, special character, I will put it like that. If you have it, I will end it with the character thing, so that will be alphabet. So in between we can cut in like some like coding thing only, special character, and then maybe I will add it here some like a special character here. So if you have done it, you can use click on your move tool, so that will be your text is selected again, so you can align it at the center, or it doesn't matter, but I will use the align tool to center it. After that, you can see that the center point is at the top, so you can press command key and then click on the anchor point tool here, pen behind tool, so that will be centering your anchor point, center point at the center of the text layer. So now we have the text we have prepared already. So what I will use is to generate the text effect. So I will be using the Text Animator. To do that, go to the text layer here. So you will see that here we have this arrow, so you bring it down, open it, and then we have this animate arrow again. So after that, at the bottom of it, what we have is a character offset. So click on that. So now you have created the one animator. So as you can see here, the animator one is created, and then together with the offset character. So just simply increase your character value, meaning the character offset value here. So when you increase it, now you can see that the text is already like offsetting the whatever the character offset. We have the font, like a font book or the font character set. So we are playing with that. Let's say I have this Y. So if I increase 60, that will be, if I go back to 0, so that will be my Q. So that is how offsetting the value. But I will not be like making the what character. We are not defining any specific character, but we will be playing the effects only. So I will keep it, let's say we want to start with the 100, so that will be offset character here. So when you like the value, so you can take the new keyframe. So click on that stopwatch, character offset stopwatch, and then you click it. So you have this one keyframe is added on your time indicator, and then you can move to maybe, let's say, what if we move to 2 seconds, sorry. So on 2 seconds I will put it back to 0. So that will be coming back to our 0 value. So if we play back, we can see that now. So now the text generator that is already start working on it. So if that is too fast, you can decrease the value here, or either you can the extending your keyframe, so moving to the backward or maybe front, what we call go to the back or front, so just like that, and then you can play back. So that will be, when you have a gap, that will be slow a little bit down. If not, you can adjust your value here as well. So what if we make it 80, and then I will be setting my keyframe to maybe 4 seconds, so that we have this keyframe here. So let me play back, press space key on your keyboard, so that will be how you will play back. Space key on your keyboard, and then you can play back in After Effects. So that will be how we are seeing our text generator now. So the second thing what we need to do is we need to define the workflow here. So if you want it manually, you can color it, because we have a text that is in green color. So what we can think of is taking the vertical type to select the first letter. So because the matrix effects is start with the white color, and then you select it, maybe slowly you can put it like a green color. Maybe after that you can go into the fade out green color here, but that will be tough for us. We have a long string of characters, that will be tough. And then also many if let's say we have a different character or different string to do, that will be tough. So the easiest way to do that, my today's tutorial will be, I will keep it all text as white. So make sure that you keep your text as white. So what you can do is that you select or click on your layer and the text layer. After that you can click on that the color swatch here. So after that you choose your picker here to the left corner, or you can type it here FFF. So that will be all the text color will be white. So now we have the white text color. So after that, what I will do is I will overlaying my color over it. So to do that, I will create new, simply I will create with the rectangle here, so that we can see what we are doing. So after that we can create new pre-compose and then create new composition. So what I will do is on this composition, but we name it text generator, doesn't matter. Or even what we can do is we can, even this text layer, we can we will leave it like that. So what I will do is I will take a shape layer, and then you just simply draw beside of it, because I want to see how high or cover it up or not. So I will simply draw a rectangle just like that. So that is big enough to cover my text, and then also the tall enough to the height and the width. So that will be simply like that. So now I have drawn the gradient, the color bar like that. This is a gradient, not a solid color. So to do that, what you can do is on the top of it, you can click on, not on the top, the color swatch, you can click on the fill text. So if you click on fill text, so we have a fill option, so you can choose like a none, and then the solid, and then here we have this gradient thing. So if you select it, you will see what I have it right now. But if might not be blue color, what you can do is click on that now, the color swatch here. So after that, now you can change whatever color you want. But I will keep it like the top, the slider will be our opacity, the down slider will be our color. So if I click any one of it, I can change my color if whatever I want it. So but I will keep it like a blue color, so that we are much easier for it. So just like that, and then I will click OK. I will do nothing. So today's technique will be this gradient color bar will be like overlaying over our text. So to do that, now is the gradient direction is not right. So to correct it back in the shape layer, same thing, we can open the arrow here. So and then open the gradient field here. So after that, what I can do is you can, endpoint is now 100%. So you can key in 0 now. So when you key in 0, you can see that the gradient is no like a vanishing, just a sharp edge at the center of it. So now what we want is the effects should be start with the white. So the blue should be at the back, so at the top. So to do that, I can increase the endpoint just like that. Now you can see that if I increase the endpoint of the maybe this white value, so just like that, maybe 17 for the first point. So after that, I can increase the start point also. So just like that. Now I increase the start point, or maybe decrease the start point just like that. Now I can see that slowly fading out my color. But the white is too taking space, because maybe only here we can see that a few character need to be white. So what I can do is I can increase this endpoint just like that, so that the blue bar will be much longer. So starting with like that. But now I have the color bar already. If I want it to change the color, I can simply go to edit gradient, and then I can change whatever color I want. But I will not do that now. So the point is that now I have this white and blue color. So that is quite the halfway of it. But the things that we need to do is the text will be start with the white and then will be blue color. But after that, at the top of it, we need to fade it out. If not, that will be sharp like a text generating. So to fade it out, what I will do is in edit gradient thing, I will click again, and then on the bottom slider, I will slide it to the right just like that. If on the empty space, I will click it just like that, like so. So when I click it, I have this new slider here. So on this slider, you can choose any color, but that will be the our text to be fade out. So what I will choose is black color, because I will be using the effect called set matte and then luminance, all those that lighting effects that available in After Effects. So make sure that you start with the white color, and then in between the whatever color you want, just put it just like that, doesn't matter. But at the end, you must end with the black color. So just now I show you. So sorry, now we have the center color is wrong. So I will go back like that, and then I will go to the right corner, so that sharp color, and then so now we have the color just like that. So black, and then in between the green. So that will be starting with the white text, and then there will be some a blue text, and then the black will be fading out. But right now it's not fading out yet. So what I will adjust is now the black is too much. So same thing, I don't want it black to be too much. So what I will do is I will increase the a black value here. So what I can do is just like that. You can start point here, you can decrease or increase the start point. So that will be just simply just like that. So a little bit of it, and then the white should be much at the top of it. So that will be the white and the black sort of the adjustment you can play here. So you can increase the white value here. So that will be something like that. If you like the gradient, now the thing is just using the Luminace Track Matte here. So what I will do is now we have the gradient here. So what I will do is bring down your gradient to bottom of the text layer. So just like that. You can click and drag it at the bottom. So now we have this thing. Even we can name it this one will be text generator. So that will be our text generator. Even we can put it here. So after that, we can name the shape layer to be, this one will be the shape is a color. Maybe we will call it color bar here. So that will be our color overlaying over our text. So now we have this color bar already. So what I will do is make it to the center. So using the alignment tool, I will make it at the center. So that is cover enough. So in After Effects, we can simply use the Track Matte here. So in Track Matte column, if you don't see it, you can click at the bottom, you can see it here. So that will be, if you don't see it, you click it again. So that will be appear our Track Matte. So on Track Matte, we can choose the Luma Matte text generator. So that will be upon text name and then Luma Matte. So when I click the Luma Matte, my color bar is gone, but my text is appear now. So now you can see that actually this what it does, whatever the text is appear, meaning my color is appearing. You can see that here on the layer. So you see that my color bar is, my eye is open, but the text generator is off. But this is meaning our color bar is actually appearing, but only masking over our text. So that is how I did just now. So now, now we have what we want. You can see that the first text are white, but at the, the top of it are the generating the text at the behind the tail will be black. But what we want is not a black. We want is a fading out things. So to do that also very simple. Now we have this thing over it. So what I will do is I will be naming this to, we have already named the text generator. So to easier thing, I will take a new pre-composition. That will be, I will take in new composition here. So what I did is just click on that composition, and then you can name it like maybe, what if we call like maybe fx-1. So that will be our fx start text. So even we can put it, like a matrix text here. So that will be matrix and then fx1. So I will click, I will not change any size here now, because I need to make sure that the sizes are similar to my existing composition. So that will be 1080. I will click OK, like so. So after that, I will, now is here you can see that matrix fx1 is active now. So what I can do is click on your text generator and drag it into this matrix fx1. So that will be appearing my text and composition here. So now I will be using the effects call in effects and preset panel here at the right panel. So you can click it. Now it's loading, but after a while you can start typing on it. So that will be, if you don't know it, you can type it like matte, or if you know the full word, now we have a set matte. So that will be also very easy for us, like a Google searching thing. So I can type it set, now appearing everything start with the set. If you type it with the matte, that will be, matte words included, all the effects will appear. So now you can search easily here. So if you see the set matte, so what I can do is just select your composition, make sure that you select it. So after that, you can double click on the set matte, or if not, you can click and drag over it as well. So now I have applied the set matte here. So in set matte setting, what I can do is in F5 channel here, so that will be used for matte, the option bar. So what I will use, you can choose the luminance. So if you choose the luminance, now you are seeing all the black part. That means our, like just now we have done this gradient, the color bar here. So we have this gradient color bar. Actually this is a gradient bar. So that is now changing everything into like fading out. So that is how I set up all the thing in gradient. So now you can see that at the top is actually not the color is changing. That actually the set matte is making all the black area to be transparent. So if you see the transparent thing, you can see that all is gone now here. If you press Tilde key on your keyboard, so now you can see that this is actually transparent. So that is how I set up the color bar, and then we can using the like a luminance setting. On the track matte also I use the luminance, and then on the set matte also I use the luminance. So now we have done our text generator just like that. So actually it is completed now. Just that moving text only. So now we have done maybe like 80% of it. So now we have text already generated, and then also the text are moving, and then the color is correct, and then the tail also fading out. So now what I can do is I can start like duplicating the thing. So even to make it easier, I will take a new background layer. So go to layer menu and then take a new solid. So that will be, let's say we want to make it like a green thing. So that I will keep it like a green, and then take a background as a dark green. Click OK, like so. So after that, bring it to bottom. So and then you need to change now your color bar need to be like green. So if I go, double click it back, now we are in text generator. I will click and drag it beside of it, because that will be second thing. So now the way we set up is I cannot see the color bar here. So what I will do is I will not be using the track matte here right now. So I will keep it like a no track matte here. So after that, I will open it, my text generator, just like that. So what I want to do is I want to create the new like pre-compose and then new composition here. So that will be a text generator, and then I will put it like a text. So that is a text generator, and then text. I can click OK. So that is making a new composition for my text. And then after that, for the color bar also same thing. I will be right click and then make pre-compose. So after that, I can type it like that will be color bar. So there is a text generator thing also. So text generator, and then that will be dash, that will be color bar. So that is how easy to do that. I will click OK. So now we have set up the different like composition, so that I can see easily if now I can apply same thing. Go to Track Matte and then apply your Luma Matte. It's the same. I mean, it doesn't change. So it's the effects doesn't change. So if you go back to Matrix FX1 composition, same thing, that will fading out. But the good thing is that if I enter into the color bar composition, I can see my color, and then now I want to change to green. So that is how easy to do is open your arrow here. So go to your content and then rectangle, open it, gradient fill, and then now in edit gradient here. So what you can do is add the center slider, click on it. After that you can change to green, whatever color you want. I will change it green here. So if I click OK, now I'm changing the green like a color bar only. If I go back to my text generator here, already update that with the black. But if go back to Matrix FX1, now we are seeing the real Matrix effects in here. So if the green is a little bit bright, I can change it the color, Command Shift Y or Control Shift Y, and then you can change your color bar here. So maybe a little bit darker so that it will be much nicer. So I will click OK. So now we have this, the effects start happening here. So that is how easy to do that. But to make it like an animation thing, what I will start with a simple thing. Press P. That will be opening your position keyframe, and then press it, take a new keyframe. Maybe let's say we want to end here. So I will keep it my end frame here just like that. So let's say I want to start at from the top. So simply like you can bring it from the top just like that. If you play it back, now you can see that. If too fast, same thing, you can bring back to your forward the a keyframe here just like that. If you press it, now you can see just like that. Even if you want to make it right click, or you can press F9, that will be easy ease. So you can see your animation coming down just like that, first and slow down. So that will be how easy to do the effects here. So now we are done the one string of it. So to make it like a lighting effects thing, so what I can do is I can simply duplicate the composition here. So what you can do is press Command D, that will be duplicating. So after that, but make sure what you need to do is now I duplicate it. If you change your composition, move it just like that, now you can see that our position is now misaligned just like that. So it happens. So to do that, to avoid for happening that, so what I can do is you need to pre-compose again this composition here. So text generator here. So what you will do is right click on it, and then you make it pre-compose. So after that, make sure you move all attributes to new composition, and then text generator. That will be our coming from the Matrix FX1. So that will be what if FX dash 1 dash, maybe that will be like a green. What if I put it green? So after that I will click OK. So now we have this thing without the keyframe here. So if you press U, there is no keyframe already, and then now you can start duplicating it. So Command D, that will be duplicating. Now you can move anywhere you want. So now just like that, if you play it back, that will not be you won't be seeing like a carving or like moving the carved thing. So now we have the correct effects just like that. Now start following the text generator. It's a same process. You can repeat that. You can copy it whatever you want. How many do you want? You can copy it just like that here, or if not, that will be too long. And then you can duplicate it one more, maybe at the top of it just like that. If you have this a lot, what I can do is select all. Even I can duplicate it, Command D, that will be duplicating all, and then don't let go of it. And then after that, you can simply press and drag wherever you want. Just like that. So you can put it here. So if you put it this way, if one is overshooting, so you can delete this one just like that. So after that, if you play it back from the start, press the space key. So that will be how the matrix effects start falling down. So that is how easy to do that. I will keep my work area so that I can see like a looping thing. So let me play it back. So now we have this effects start happening here. So that is how easy to do, guys. So the next thing is that we can keep on playing. I want to keep it like a depth. So what I can do is you can make it pre-compose again. So right click and then pre-compose. So that will be, just now we have put it like what if green fx dash fx and then dash, that will be, maybe we want it like big and small, so we will keep it this one big. So I will press OK. Make sure move all attribute, you select it, and then press OK. So after that, I will duplicate it. When you duplicate it, you will press enter, and then this thing will be small. So that will be, we are keeping like a few, depth. So when I duplicate it down, so I can like simply press S key on your keyboard and then just make it scale it down. So there will be some depth over here. If we start it from here, let's say I want to start this thing. Now you can see that my text generator is cutting off. So to avoid that, what you can do is on this composition here, we have a continuous rasterized thing. So that will be, controlling it. So if you open this continuous raster, now you can see that the text generator is working as a normal. So now you can see things are falling down just like that. So if you want it like if like that, or maybe move it a little bit down, and then what we can do is here we have it like that. So after that, maybe duplicate it left and right. What if we duplicate it again just like that, maybe up down, and then maybe at the bottom of it. Even we can play with the opacity as well. So what we can do is maybe setting some opacity 50%. You press T, that will be opening your opacity. So press T again. Let me open it up, opacity 75. So just like that. So the bottom, this one will be like press T, and then what if we set it 90%? So that will be, or if not, we can play around the size also. We can make it a little bit bigger for this one, and then the rest will keep it like that. So if we play back, now we are seeing the start falling the matrix effects. So that is how easy to do, guys. And then the last thing what we can add is we can add the like a glow effect. So make sure you pre-compose everything. So right click and then pre-compose. That will be our final FX, and then dash, that will be green. So after that dash, that is a blur. Now what if we call it like a glow? So that will be adding the glow effect. So I will click OK. So on this pre-composition, I will add on the effects and preset panel, I will search it like a glow. So that will be stylized. You can search it on the effect menu here as well. So if you have this glow, just double click. So that will be applying your glow effects on your composition. So now we have it, the glow effects is applied. So if you play back, now the effects that you can see, things are happening. So now we can see that the things are start falling. So if we want it, just like that, so simply the text are falling like that. So if you want it like effects to be much, you can increase your glow radius here. So if you increase the glow radius, you can see the effect is happening much. Or if intensity also, we can increase. And after that, what I want to do is I want to duplicate this glow effect. So if you just press Command D, so that will be applying the one more effect on it. So after that, on the bottom of it, I can choose the, instead of the horizontal and vertical, I can choose the vertical. So if you choose the vertical and then you increase your glow radius, so that will be like some like a motion blur effects thing. So that is how text generators are happening with the likes effects here, just like that. So that it will depends on you. If you want it, you can keep it, but if you don't want, you can just simply off, or you can delete the effects. So that will be depends on you, but I will keep it just like that. So now we are done with the matrix effects. That is how easy to do that in After Effects. So I will stop the tutorial here, guys. Thank you for watching this tutorial. If you want to change the color, that is much simpler. Now we don't want to be, like going one by one, double clicking. What I can do is go to your color bar here. So if the, I have this color bar here. If you double click it, that will be appear. If you want to change to other color, let's say I want to like make it green color to maybe somehow like what if we want to do like red color. So if you want it red, so edit gradient, you just simply click on the middle slider here. So after that, you can go to your red color, pinky or whatever color if you like it. So after that, you can, we have this background thing also. So in background, I can change the background color. So Command Shift Y, and then I can change the, the pink color here, just like that. If I click OK, now the color is just everything. We are not touching on the text one by one. Just now I show you the technique that we have set up with the gradient color bar. So that is how easy to play with the color theme as well. So that is how I will do in After Effects for the matrix text generator, guys. So thank you for watching this tutorial. If you like the tutorial or if you learned something, please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Creative Learner YouTube channel, and follow us on Facebook page as well. Like our posts and then share with other people as well. That will be really supporting for us. Thank you guys. Hopefully I will see you in next tutorial.